Hello everyone, this is not a review, it's just me, an amateur plastic model builder, looking at a thing that I assembled and talking about it. This is the Bandai Master Grade RX-78-2, or Grandpa Gundam, the first Gundam, version 3.0. Finished building this over on Twitch about a week ago. I think it was the weekend before the publishing of this video, and it was a very interesting experience for me. This is significantly more complex to build than I ever expected for a Grandpa, for an RX-78-2, such a basic Gundam. Now this is specifically based off the original statue, the first full-scale statue, the so-called 1-to-1 scale RG, that also launched with the first ever RG, that was also the RG, the first RG, or RX-78-2. So all of those things tied together, and as a result, this is not at all based on the anime design. If you want the latest anime style design, anime accurate type of design, you want the 2.0. But the 3.0 goes for super detail, and this has it in spades. Not only in its finished product, you can see the surface texture and also the markings for it, but also all of the molding in the individual parts, the separate parts as well. The Perfect Grade Unleashed is also based off the same statue that this is, and you can see a lot of, well, I mean, ultimately this does feel in some ways like a Perfect Grade Unleashed, just not quite as advanced and with fewer layers on the inside, fewer layers that ultimately you would never see. But on the outside, this is really good, including some fantastic detail that you can pull out by doing panel lining. And yeah, a lot of the lines have good depth. Some of them didn't have great depth. This does have the multiple colors of white or light gray, you could say, with different hues as well. So all the way down here, this is more of a brown. Then you got this light gray here. Then you got this darker one as well. Wait, is that one of the ones, or is this the same as this? There's another one in here. There's another color. If you look at it from the top, you can see the three right there in the corner. Even two are used on the head, two different tones. And this does have the ability to put an LED into the head, and then it'll light up the eyes, the camera a little bit, and I believe a little bit of light comes out the backpack also. This is also built around a core block system. So there's a single piece core block. Wait, is it one piece or is it? I forget. No, it's like two or so pieces. The light blue right there is part of it, a stand-in for a core fighter, and I'll show you the included core fighter for this as well. It has a lot of stickers. I did use the stickers, the kit stock stickers, rather than going with an aftermarket water slide decal kit for this one. And you know, I'm fine with that because it's a lighter colored Gundam, but when you get into a lot of darker colored stuff, the stickers really start to stand out a lot more. You can see that down on the feet where you can see the surrounds, but this is pretty much a kit build with just some panel lining. I have not top coated this yet. I will top coat it. I used so it's got some really bright colored copper stickers. You can see just a little bit behind here, and you can see them around the edges, and then on the inside, for that center bit, I tried using just a metallic marker, and then looking at it up close like you can right now, well, yeah, you can definitely see that didn't turn out so well, the part that I did. But from a human normal distance, when you're not looking at this in super high definition and all zoomed in like that, it doesn't look bad. And I also used marker over for this. Who cares? Who cares? Overall, the build of this thing is pretty fantastic, pretty fantastically complex, a lot more so than I ever expected possible. You really get your bang for your buck with this one. And then also included is the bazooka with the white barrel, so the fancy looking one. So I just put the stickers on this also, and you can see against the dark color there, the sticker really shows its worst side. I also had to use a metallic marker back here, just like I did for one of the other ones of these. So by default, those are not red around there. Just needed something to stand out a little bit. And then finally, I told you I'd show you the core fighter. So here's the core fighter without any painting for the undercarriage. I just left that alone for now. But you know, it's pretty standard fare by today's standards. Really needs some painting for those clear parts that are used for the undercarriage. Other than that, this is of course able to fully transform, so it folds up, everything folds, and nose goes in and it folds down. You just remove the undercarriage, and then this will go into its full core block mode, and you can put it into the body of the Gundam. I did paint the pilot. Not sure if we're really going to be... yeah, we could see that a little bit. Amuro's in there. That looks okay. Could have done a little bit better, but I was in a bit of a rush with this one, and only using markers as well, just regular markers, because I don't have my paint station set up yet, so I don't have all the 2 hair brushes and airbrush and all the stuff. So just use markers, but it turned out okay. This was not bad. I really don't like building the small scale core fighters. I really thought that I would. I really thought that I would love them. I haven't bought a standalone, special edition one. Haven't built that yet, because the ones that I've built just from kits have not been enjoyable. But this one in particular was not too bad. Yeah, I thought that was pushed in a little bit accidentally in transit. There we go. This one went together pretty well. Yeah, no serious complaints about this one, other than the unpainted undercarriage. All told, this is one of the more master grady of master grades in my opinion. It doesn't achieve that by just throwing a ton of parts at you like a full armor type of kit would do. It does that by really having a tremendous amount of part density. Pretty good engineering. It also does have the fully articulated hands. I forgot to mention that. One of the fingers was falling off a lot early on, but once I finished the assembly, it actually held itself in there okay. Well enough, and that system works well enough for me. This is something where if you want maximal complexity, but you don't want to do an RG because the RGs are just so small and all the pieces are so dainty, but you also don't want to do something like a PGU because of the cost and or the size. This is a great in-between that lets you really experience the no glue model making experience that Bandai can offer across its Gundam range. Compared to other kits that are contemporary with this one, it's a cut above easily. I don't care about the name, the 3.0 thing. I don't care what they label it. The fact is, this is more of a kit than most, especially for what you see here, and especially for something that is just a basic first Gundam RX-78-2. Thank you for watching. Those are my thoughts. I'll talk to you again soon.